Welcome to the Cannon Hall Farm podcast with us, the Nicholson brothers farmers, Rob and Dave. I'm a bit sweaty, we've been mucking out, haven't we?
We certainly have.
Yeah.
We've had a lot to do. We're getting ready for our online and in-house sale.
Exactly. And now we're sat in Mum and Dad's best room. They've sided off. The place is immaculate. We're currently without a podcast studio, so we're indebted to them for letting us use their best room. Now, later on, we're going to be catching up with Mum and Dad when they had a really nice chat with Richard about his cookbook and other things in life. But until then, we want to respond to some of your lovely comments on YouTube, because we are actually YouTubers.
Are we really?
I think so. Yeah.
Is that better than being on TV?
I don't know really, but anyway, the lovely comments, and we're happy to respond to them. So let me have a look. And this is from Afimad, or is it Alfimad?
However you want to pronounce it.
It's AFFIEMAD. Afimad, 60th anniversary episode. What a lovely podcast with lovely people. What an accolade to reach 60 years of happy marriage. Well, you know, generally happy, I would agree with that, but you've had your moments. I am sure they have endured many ups and downs throughout the years to battle on to save the farm, but they made it and can sit back now and delight on what Cannon Hall Farm has become. This is really nice, actually. I am sure they must have lots more stories they can tell. We need them back. I love this podcast. And we're back to hear more stories.
Have you got any you can share with us?
Well, it's very kind.
Tell us about your best row.
Best row.
Yeah, you know, you must have had a stinker sometime. Did anyone throw a glass at anyone with anything really heated exchange?
I
Like
can
that?
remember.
Nothing violent.
No, well, I wouldn't expect
Oh,
that.
no.
I remember. I remember a bit of a
Go on, a kerfuffle.
Yeah, at Auntie Beryl's party.
What, between Mum and Dad?
No. But my dad were there to sort it out. If there was a man came into the garden, drunk. Do you remember?
A drunken man in the garden.
Right.
Are you sure it wasn't Richard?
And Auntie Beryl didn't like it. And one of Auntie Beryl's friends got a bit upset with him.
Yeah.
And he came into the house wanting something to hit him with. Do you remember? Anyway.
And Dad talked him down.
Exactly.
Calmed him down. Said,
You
"Look,
are a calming influence.
keep a cool head, lad. There's nothing to be
I
had
can't
for
remember,
violence."
wasn't I there?
Yeah, you were there.
That bloke came in and said, "Give me a chain. I want a chain."
I want a
Hit him.
chain.
Yes, I remember.
And I already like 6.
Yeah.
And I was thinking chain.
And thankfully, Dad calmed him down, explained to him that was not the right way to deal with a drunken man in the garden, because we've all been there, haven't we?
No, I've never
I'm
been
sure
drunk.
you've been in a drunken garden somewhere.
No, I have. I've been in a beer garden.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't been drunk in somebody else's garden.
Yeah.
But hang on a minute, you did talk him down, and you asked the gentleman to leave, and he left. Well done, Dad.
Yeah, well, I've done one good thing in...
Done one good thing in your life. I'm sure you've done plenty. Right. Catherine Robinson says, Cannon Hall is very nostalgic for me. As an expat Barnsley girl living in Lincolnshire, as a child we used to picnic on the grass and paddle in the river. You wouldn't do that now with all raw sewage flowing in.
No.
That's all there was nearly 70 years ago. My children visited with my parents as the farm grew. Then my grandchildren visited with me and their great-grandparents and had a wonderful memory, laughing so much on the zip line that we slid off it helpless at the end. My father worried that we may have injured ourselves when we were just helpless with laughter. My parents are gone now, and my grandchildren, 21 and 13, yet guess where they want to visit in half term? See you next week. I love the podcast. Just hearing your accent makes me smile. What wonderful words. What marvellous sentiment that is.
Yeah,
Catherine Robinson.
That's 2 out of 2, isn't it? Really?
That's a Lincolnshire lass.
Yeah.
Has got fond memories of Barnsley, fond memories of Cannon Hall, and loves coming back here.
Yeah.
That's worth £1 million.
Was she a Lincolnshire lass, or was she a Barnsley lass?
Barnsley. She's
Gone
expat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I say expat, that doesn't mean she used to be called Pat. That means an expat.
Okay.
Right?
Well, they're very warming words, though.
Warming words,
Yeah,
Debbie.
yeah,
Beautifully put. I couldn't have put it better myself.
Yeah.
When do you say that?
Bit of Mrs. Green there.
That's Mrs. Green.
Right, Carol. I visited Cannon Hall in September with my granddaughter and family, who were visiting from Tasmania. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
We had a fantastic time and loved the beautiful Shire horses. My grandchildren loved the smaller animals, and the play areas plus a meal in the cafe were excellent. Before going home, my daughter and granddaughter went into the farm shop and stayed outside with my grandchildren and the dad. As we were waiting, we saw your dad, and he had a great big chat with him. What a lovely man. With 4 big bagfuls from the shop, we left to go home. It was a day that I will always remember, and I hope to visit again next year. The podcast was entertaining as usual. So many thanks, Carol from Glossop. Now that must make you. That must warm your cockles.
Yeah, it does, but it rings a bell as well.
Does it?
Yeah.
I mean, it blows my mind, David, the number of people that said, I've had a chat with your dad.
Yeah.
And then
I've had a chat with your dad. And
I barely see him.
You're quite often in here, aren't you? You're quite often doing stuff. But the number of people that bump into you.
I just go out for that split second, but I always get somebody to talk to.
Yeah. What gave you the most warming feeling? The 4 bags of shopping going out of the shop? Seeing you're a lovely dad.
No, finances are ancillary to wonderful comments like that.
Yeah.
To me, they're worth £1 million, literally.
Well, I think it's just interesting hearing about their circumstances.
Yeah.
And I enjoy it.
What makes Cannon Hall Farm special to them? There's so many personal, individual reasons, aren't there?
Yeah.
You know, because my granddad visited here, because we came paddling, we used to go fishing in the lake.
Yeah.
You know, there's loads of things that we've heard, aren't there? You know, around days out. Times when money was scarce, when theme parks weren't a thing. You just literally went to the park, you put your jumpers for goalposts, you had a game around us, you took a picnic, and life was joyous. It's not necessarily all about money.
And if you were lucky, you'd find some bottles of pop you
Yeah.
could take back, get the money back on them, and then you might be able to have enough for ice lolly.
You could actually go home with more money than you came for. Because you know when you used to get Ben Shaw's bottles or Coca-Cola bottles, you got so many pence
Like
back.
5p back.
And you could
Why don't they do that now?
You tell me.
Why don't they do that now? So many pence back on a plastic bottle.
No,
Kids
well,
are big, there wouldn't be any litter on the floor, would there?
Well, no, but it's time, I suppose.
No, but let the kids tidy up. Let them fill the bottle bins.
You could always get a bob or two, well, a penny
Exactly.
or two, selling them a banter two.
Sometimes it makes me want to be a politician. Do you ever? Then I think, oh no, I couldn't cope with the online abuse.
there'd be a lot of abuse.
But you know, just practical things like money back on bottles.
Yeah.
You know, just things that people used to do in your day that
Yeah.
they did when we were little.
Yeah.
That meant that there wasn't the amount of waste and rubbish and things weren't reused, things weren't valued. You know.
But there were glass bottles.
Yeah.
But things lasted longer.
Yeah.
You know, it's a throwaway society.
We're becoming really old.
No,
miserable
you know,
people,
like you'll buy something now and it'll be like, I don't know, 12 quid from TikTok shop, right? And it will last a few things.
From where?
The TikTok shop.
What's that?
It's an online shop.
Dale, what's
It's
a
cheap.
TikTok shop?
I don't know.
What have you been buying from TikTok shop?
I haven't been buying anything.
Oh, right.
I've heard the phrase.
I don't know. Or is it because you're now a YouTuber?
I'm a YouTuber, yeah. Anyway, all I'm saying is they build things in the past to last longer, like
Honestly.
your bikes and stuff like that.
Sometimes I think all we've got to do to make life better is take 2 or 3 steps back to how things used to be. In farming terms, in everyday terms, cooking from scratch. Does everything have to be wrapped in plastic? Does everything have to be a ready meal that you stick in microwave or your air fryer? Why not cook something from raw ingredients grown in your own allotment? Why not value produce like that?
I agree.
I'm just going to have to get a soapbox.
Well, it's part of my little stories about
Is it?
putting hedgerows back in instead of ripping
Well,
them
where-
out.
The wildlife superhighways, Dad.
Yeah.
We're
They
planting
link
trees.
fields, they link woods, they link copses, they link ponds.
Why-
Why can't we do these things? Why can't we have a visionary government that actually gets us to farm hand in hand with nature, producing great food to the highest environmental standards? Why can't we do it?
I keep saying it.
Yeah, maybe that's where I've got
But
it
I
from.
say, I just say, well,
Well,
they're not
Rob.
going to take any notice of an old farmer from Barnsley.
Rob, we are doing it though, aren't we?
That's
we,
2 old farmers from Barnes.
we are doing it.
Yeah.
We are planting trees. We are making ponds.
Yeah.
We're doing all that. So we are doing our bit, and a lot of the farmers are as well.
Sometimes I could weep.
Anyway,
Despair.
can we get back on track, Rob?
Yeah, sorry.
Come on.
Right, I'm going to go and climb down off my soapbox. I'm going to have a cold shower. I'm going to calm down. I'm going to watch Richard talking to Mum and Dad for the most beautiful, lovely chat imaginable.
Welcome to the Cannon Hall Farm podcast, where I'm joined by my mum and dad. And today we're going to discuss Bonfire Night and other parties that we've had over the years. What are your earliest memories of Bonfire Night, you two?
Recent ones are
No, earliest, he said.
one of the earliest ones I can remember was when a spark got in the bag of fireworks. and they got put in a safe place in the house, in the kitchen, and then all hell broke loose. And there were fireworks shooting this way and that way.
And when was this? How long ago
Oh,
was this?
it's a long time since. But,
All right. When fireworks safety wasn't just as...
well, no, I don't suppose so, but we obviously moved them because we thought, well, there's a danger there, but I'd be probably 6 or 7.
All right, okay.
So it's a long, long time since.
Mm-hmm.
But it created, the house was full of smoke.
I bet, yeah.
Oh, what a mess it was. So that's my earliest, but I used to really enjoy bonfires. We used to have to guard the wood and
Yeah.
all that sort of thing.
Well, around where you lived, they'd
Yeah.
be set on fire, wouldn't they, if...
Well, they used to pinch the wood for their
Oh, right, I see.
Used to
All
call
right.
it bunny wooding.
All right.
bunny wood.
So
in
just
there,
everybody's
right? Yeah.
pinching everybody else's bonfire.
Yeah.
Okay.
And if you really needed a bit of power to guard your wood.
All right.
So we always had a fairly big gang. So.
And was that a bonfire that was on your farm at Worsbridale?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And was that a big sort of community thing, or just
No, it was
just your gang?
just ours. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think there were such things.
No.
No.
Everybody had their own.
Yeah. And I had an Auntie Ivy. She wasn't really my auntie, but she used to bring a cartload of fireworks, and
Oh, yeah.
hope they went in smoke that time. So
Everybody always had a generous auntie or uncle who was the one who brought lots of fireworks along. And
lots of sweets and lots of all
Yeah.
sorts. Yeah. She was great.
And what about you, Mum? What are your earliest memories?
Well, we used to have a bonfire at home, but just family,
Yeah.
where my mum made pies and stuff, and that kind of thing. I mean, the earliest memory I've got of here is your dad decided we'd have one, because you were all little, in the courtyard.
I remember it well. Yeah.
And he nearly set fire to the lot.
Yeah. Well, the Cannon Hall could have got up, couldn't he? Yeah. And he made quite a big bonfire.
Yeah, he
And,
did, yeah. He thought he'd do it well for you.
Yeah.
And then you could watch out of the window.
Well, it was only like having a bonfire in the street, wasn't it?
Yeah,
There were
it
lots
was,
of
yeah,
street bonfires.
Yeah.
But I must admit I wouldn't do it now.
No.
No.
And another
Well,
one
I
I
bet Mr. Hales wondered what you were up to.
Probably it was his fault, really, because
You were trying to annoy him.
and I remember one we set fire to the tree.
Yeah, I remember that as well. Yeah.
And
I was
we
only
thought,
fairly little. But...
oh dear, it's the council tree.
but it
But
wasn't.
when we found out it was our tree, so it didn't matter.
Well, we did put it out in the
Yeah.
end.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
put it out.
It didn't burn down or
But you
anything.
could see it glowing.
Yeah, it was an ember floated off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it just shows how easy it is to.
And so you were talking about making pies there, Mum. So
Yeah,
obviously food has been a big thing in our family,
Yeah.
as evidenced by the fact that this is going to be going out on the day that my cookbook,
Yeah.
Cannon
yeah.
Hall Farm Cookbook, is launched. And what sort of food have we enjoyed over the years?
I used to make a meat and potato pie, a big one, and a ham and turkey one, or chicken, whichever we had at the time.
Yeah, and that recipe is actually in the cookbook
Yeah, that's the one.
there, which is one of all of our favourites. I think it's a pretty simple pie recipe,
Oh, very simple.
but you know,
I only did simple.
Yeah,
I never had a lot of time.
I only like simple. Actually.
yeah, but tasty. You know, like it doesn't matter if it's tasty, does it? You know, like
And then ginger cake was a big thing then.
yeah, that recipe is also in the cookbook.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's not just that sort of those sort of recipes, is it? It's all sorts of stuff. But we used to always have a ham at Christmas, you know, which
Yeah,
you'd
yeah.
stud with clothes very carefully. So I learnt that from you.
Yeah, yeah.
I was very careful about getting them all lined up and looking.
Equidistant.
Absolutely. I think It looks so nice though, doesn't it? You know, like if you make food look nice, it'll taste nice.
Yeah.
But that ginger cake that you used to make on for every bonfire night was really lovely, and we all enjoy that.
Poppy made one the other day and brought us a piece to try.
Yeah.
So on that, Dad's decided he's written the recipe down.
Ah, right.
And what
Well,
he
it's
needs,
in here. You really don't need to.
what he needs, and he's going shopping,
Right.
and he's decided he's going to make one now. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah. But ginger cake was a bit like pancake day, actually.
Oh,
Because when you used to line up for pancakes,
yeah.
it was right but job, wasn't it? With those three and me lining up as well.
And then you'd walk in about half an hour later and there'd be this cake with just a line of crust all the way around it because we'd eaten all the middle bits because we liked all the middle bits.
Oh, well, I'm not bothered about that.
You'd eat anything.
I can eat it, I can eat it just... In fact, there's a bit more taste in them sometimes.
Yeah, true. Yeah. So pies and you know, we always had a party at Bonfire Night. We always had a party New Year, didn't we? You know, and some of the recipes from that are in here as well. The trout patty we'd always have.
Yeah, I
And
used
the
to like
carrots.
that. Yeah.
And the carrot salad as well.
Yeah.
I won't bother about that.
Well,
I found that very nice, actually. Yeah.
it's one of them that I've always enjoyed it. So it's a bit different.
Yeah.
But you know, you won't find many English cookbooks with that recipe. In
No.
it, you know. But we did that sort of related to I sort of like putting the story of when Norma came over.
Right.
And when she was
They introduced that.
no, not at all. Rosemary found it.
Oh, right.
It was
But,
one of Hazel's.
Yeah,
Right. Well, it's good. Bit
I
of
think
fuss
it's good
about it.
to travel the world and discover sort of food from everywhere, don't you
For
think?
me,
Well,
no.
He did do.
Yeah, I've travelled the world.
you've tried it, haven't you?
Yeah,
You'll not turn much down, but
No, but the fancier it is, the more I turn it down, I'm afraid.
oh,
But,
dear.
yeah, but
Clefty cut.
that's just me.
So those Michelin star restaurants that Tom took you to in France, were they wasted on you? What did you like?
I don't know. I just scrambled around to pay the bill in the end.
I'll bet, yeah. Tom had that well planned, didn't he? Yeah.
Well, he'd actually booked it at the hotel where we were staying, and they were closed that night.
Oh, blimey.
And we had to go to this
So they
really...
booked another for us,
Yeah,
Oh, blimey.
which was a bit.
higher up the scale.
Oh, heck.
Yeah, it was all heck.
And the rest.
Scrambling around looking through that wine list.
We
And,
only had one bottle between
Trying to-
all of us.
Trying to find the
there were
cheapest.
there were only you and me, really, because Tom and Katie were too young to drink.
Well, you always ordered house wine, didn't you, Dad? Wherever you went. You know, you've
Well,
never
if-
ordered
if-
anything beyond house wine.
If they're recommending it, they're not going to put a bad one on.
A bad house wine,
No,
you reckon?
no. That's my
That's his theory.
When we-
defence.
And he's sticking to it.
When we were in Spain, we had a sommelier came
Yeah,
with his little dish
indeed.
and drank a bit of the wine, and your dad said, "Hey, up, I've just paid for that."
He didn't spit it out.
I think he was a bit generous with it. That's all.
Oh,
For
right. I
himself,
think.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'd never experienced that before.
No.
No.
You were an innocent abroad.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah. So,
Unfortunately, I wasn't one of these gifted people who could go anywhere and do anything.
so when we had those New Year's Eve parties, what
Yeah.
was your favourite party game?
My favourite party game.
Yeah.
Well, it just depends. I think you might be aiming towards the one where you drop pennies into into a hat or something, was it?
Yes.
Or a glass.
Not a hat.
A glass.
It was a bowl or a glass, wasn't
Yes,
it?
yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I always found it very amusing.
Well, that
It
was
got
the
very, very competitive.
entertainment value.
John
yes.
Beaver and Philip Armitage,
Yeah,
they were always the most competitive,
yeah,
and and it involved clutching a pile of 2p pieces between your buttocks,
yes,
and then shuffling up to a bowl, and then releasing.
yeah,
Keeping your buttocks tensed,
Yes.
and then releasing the said coinage.
and it's to drop in that
If you and
container.
the winner got the most. We even did it with a thick sort of Pyrex glass, didn't we? So it was a very small target to aim for.
Yeah, well,
But I do remember lots of laughs doing that. So we do recommend that as a party game.
yeah, yeah. I remember as a youngster though, we used to play hokey pokey.
What's Okey Pokey?
Well, everybody blindfolded,
Yeah.
and then everybody moved round into different places, and you got this wooden spoon,
All right.
and some people were a bit vicious with it, and then they pokey, and they did a pokey,
And you had to decide who it was.
and you had to decide, and if you guessed who it was,
Yeah.
it was their turn then. So.
Alright, so to do
Well,
the
it
pokey.
appealed to me at about 6 or 7 years old, anyway.
I bet, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And then you've got eating the Mars bar, a bit unhygienic, really. But
I'm trying to think what's
No.
eating the Mars.
well, the Mars bar, you had to shake the dice, and when you got a 6, you had to put scarf on, hat on, and a coat on, and some gloves. And then you got a chance to cut the Mars bar and have one with a knife and fork.
Right.
Well, it was chaos, really.
Okay.
Because as soon as you got your gloves on, it was suddenly got a 6, and you had to take them all off. And then, well, it was good fun. It was, but that's what you had to do in them days, because
You have to make your own fun.
We haven't got a telly.
you couldn't put a telly on or anything like that. So,
No.
yeah.
No. Card games.
So there were lots of little
Yeah.
games like that, getting marbles into a plant pot.
Oh, yeah.
It was on a fork, and into that, and the quickest person to do that was the winner.
You know what? These youngsters today,
They don't know they're born.
they don't.
No, I feel sorry for them actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I must admit, that's all about communication, isn't it, really? And
Yeah.
we've maybe lost the art a little bit.
Yeah, we have got to doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I
Just
do
the
it
way
myself,
what
you
you
know.
do, yeah. Terrible.
Yeah.
All of you.
Yeah.
So,
Right, mother. So, your earliest memories will come from sort of around the end of the war sort of time, really,
Yeah.
and the time just after that when there was rationing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
What are your memories about food from then?
I remember my dad used to have a proper breakfast with bacon and that, with dripping, swimming about in it and that. And I'm sure that didn't do him any good at all, and that's probably led to his early demise. And so I think it probably learnt me a lesson in
You
later
have
life.
always been quite careful about what you've eaten, mostly,
in
haven't
later
you?
life.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, he had a good breakfast, let's put it that way. But I can remember Sunday dinners as much as anything, and I had 3 sisters, but 2 were still at home.
You were asked to be a Slimming World rep, weren't you? You were
I
so
was
fastidious.
twice.
You were so fastidious in
Yeah, I
in
lost-
your following of the rules.
I lost weight consistently
Yeah,
all the way through.
yeah.
Oh, he's a good boy.
And then I gradually put it back, but it was gradual. I didn't go mad, but unfortunately it had the same effect, but it took a bit longer to get there.
Yeah, but you couldn't always go back to that because you eat like a whole chicken, but you take the skin off and the fat off, wouldn't you? So you didn't miss out on food.
No, I didn't
No.
miss out on the amount, but I missed It just depends what does you.
And you'd bake an apple with some grapes in the microwave.
Yes, or some mincemeat. Mincemeat were all.
None of these recipes are in the cookbook.
No. I don't know. I think I've eaten pretty well, so.
Well, yeah, I mean, I must admit, I've never seen a bloke finish 2 platefuls for Christmas dinner like you have done in the past.
Well, yeah,
Except maybe me.
I think your Uncle Ted and I were on the par, really.
Yeah.
But he were half as big as me again, so.
You could have been one of those eating champions, couldn't you?
I were a light heavyweight.
Yeah, is that right? But you pound for pound, you held your own.
Oh, pound for pound, yes, I was.
Yeah, and Mum, when you were young, I think you told me in the cookbook about how you would have one of the cockerels that had been used for breeding at the farm, so quite a big one.
Yeah,
And what did you tell me about that?
it was awful.
It was awful.
Yeah,
Oh
And
dear.
what did your mother get you?
a lamb chop.
So you were allowed a lamb chop while everybody else, because people used to come for miles around, didn't they, for this?
They used to eat
Very,
it.
very,
yeah,
very
yeah.
tasty, that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I keep talking about boiling fowls, which is a hen that's laid its
Yeah,
life.
past its.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
those we used to boil,
Yeah,
and then you stripped all the meat off,
yeah,
and then you put that on a plate,
yeah.
and then you made some white sauce, and you put that
yeah.
on top.
I remember that white sauce.
And then we used to boil some eggs, chop those up, and put those on top.
Right.
But your dad their family didn't have that bit.
No, we didn't have enough
Well,
eggs.
you know, when you used to have Pauline and Alan come to our house when we were little,
Yeah.
you would make chicken and have that white sauce over the top
Would
of it.
I?
He did, yeah, I remember it well.
Yeah, poor Pauline and all.
Yeah, you did. That's what you did. That must have been the height of catering.
Well,
Yeah,
it was
I
a.
remember it, yeah.
It was a regular thing because we plenty of old hens. And,
Yeah.
So that's like a bit like bechamel sauce, just with flour.
Oh, yeah,
and-
just
yeah,
white sauce.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
flour and milk and
Yeah,
whatnot.
yeah.
Yeah,
right.
Make a roux and then, yeah.
yeah. And so you've sort of like, you taught me from being quite young, really, to, you know, like, you'd sort of like indulge me a bit and allow me to try and make things.
Oh, I'll let you do it, yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah. So, which is, you know, I think
Same
it's
me,
good if
yeah.
you're interested in it, yeah. Yeah. If you're interested in something, then I think you should try and indulge your kids, you
Well,
know,
yeah.
like,
Your dad was a good cook, wasn't
Oh,
he?
yeah,
So-
excellent,
And
yeah.
you'd watch him, and he was good at Christmas dinners, and
He made every meal when he wasn't at work.
yeah. So yeah, it's always been in the blood of that.
it's in me
So,
genes
Yeah,
somewhere.
yeah.
Yeah. But I must admit, I've really enjoyed writing it, and I really enjoyed talking to you about it, because I'm still learning things that I didn't know, you know,
Yeah.
from those times. I didn't know about those awful cockerels that you used to eat, that you used to sit there all day, sort of by the fire, slowly cooking.
Yeah.
But I'm sure they were delicious, really. But maybe
Yeah, I'm sure they were. Everybody liked
for,
it, except
for
me.
everybody else, yeah.
Yeah. It's
Right.
just what different people like, and I tend to like that sort of food.
And like your dad says, I was spoilt rotten.
Well, if you were getting lamb chops, you were, weren't you?
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us on the Cannon Hall Farm podcast. Don't forget, the book is out today, 6th of November. And I hope you'll buy it, I hope you'll enjoy it, and I hope to see you soon on another Cannon Hall Farm podcast.